A big part about learning about wine is actually in tasting and tasting as much as you can. At the magazine, we taste quite a number of wines throughout the year, and the key to it is really to delve in there. It's to jump in and just taste as much as you can. When you're tasting, you're not only trying to understand what the winemaker's intentions were in the bottle, but you're also trying to figure out what you like. All standard tasting notes follow a certain progression. It's always look, and then smell, finally the palate. So first off, I'll pour a bit of this Cabernet Franc from Enniskillen. And the first thing you do is actually just look. And you're trying to see if there's anything in there, if there's anything that might indicate that there's something wrong. The next step is to use your nose. Really get in there and dive into what's in the glass. The winemaker spends a lot of time and energy trying to hand pick exactly all the elements he wants in there. He's choosing the barrels, when it's ripe, everything is now in this glass. And so swirling it, allowing for the wine to connect with as much of the glass as possible, then allows for it to evaporate. And that's really what you're sticking your nose and you're trying to figure out. For this Cabernet Franc, I'm getting a lot of fruit, some blackberries and maybe some raspberry notes, but I'm really getting a slight tinge of oak in there. And I think that's what I'm gonna expect when I'm gonna be tasting it. The final part is to actually taste. And I think that's the key to everything. Everything lies on your palate. And so I'll swirl one more time, bring it to my nose, try and figure out exactly what I'll expect in the tasting, and then go ahead and taste again. Now I'm getting that light tinge of oak I was expecting to find on the nose. I'm also getting really grippy red fruit on this. That's what I'm expecting from a Cabernet Franc from Niagara. One of the funnest things to do when you're trying to learn about wine is to actually go out and taste as much as you can. So when you go to the restaurant, try and find one that has wines by the glass. The trick to this is to really taste as much as you can. You'll notice that I kind of did something a little obnoxious at one point. I was sucking air through my mouth, and that allows for bubbles essentially to be created that go through the liquid and then create more esters, and that's what you're picking up when you're tasting. You don't really have to do that. It's not a big part of what it is when you're tasting, but for me it allows to just get a couple more of the notes that I would find within the glass, and that's usually what we're doing when we're marking them inside the magazine. So what I do is I just pick up a little bit of liquid, just bring all those elements that's in the glass through my palate and really get all the essence of what this wine is. There's a lot of tasting notes in the magazine, and sometimes it can be a little bit intimidating, but just follow the simple 3 steps of tasting and you'll get what we're talking about when we're trying to describe those wines. The key to learning about wine is knowing what you like and really knowing what you don't like, and that's all there is to it.